A single flaw can expose a hacker. It's a constant struggle to not only maintain privacy and anonymity, it's a struggle to maintain your own life in dark times. If the VPN fails, the computer must stop communicating with the internet. Some VPN companies already offer this approach, but not all of them, and we can't trust it. Remembering that there are countless ways to do a kill switch if the VPN stops working, I chose the safest one. Watch until the end and you will understand. Let's open a terminal. I will explain how Linux roots work. IP command with root parameter. Let's display the rules of a Linux. These are the rules for Linux with a VPN turned on. Notice that the VPN is already being used. We have a redundant rule if we use VPN. The default rule is used to route all communication to distant networks, using the gateway as the network exit. But if we use the VPN, this rule is redundant, and worse, if the VPN is turned off or automatically crashes, your computer will start using this rule. And this will expose your real IP, and then we have a privacy flaw. See, this is the gateway IP of your network. Let's write down this IP address. We will do a manual configuration, and in future versions it will be automated. So always follow the channel to receive updates. Using a text editor, edit the VPN project configuration file in the KFM directory. This is a text file called config.json. Remember to use sudo, after all it is a protected file. See that the kill parameter is already on, but we have to inform the gateway. In the future this process will be automated. 10, 0, 2 and 2. Ready. Let's save the file, and finish the configuration. With the KFM command, choose the VPN project and run the kill script. It will take time, as after all the script will manipulate several Linux rules. See that the message informs that the kill script was executed successfully. I've always found this to be the best way to protect yourself. And I will show. Let's see what was done. To do this, use the IP command with root parameter. We have countless new rules, but notice that the default rule no longer exists. You see, we no longer have the default rule. We only have the VPN tunnel rule. In addition to deleting the default rule, several other rules were created. This is mandatory as all outgoing communication from your Linux must be sent to the VPN server. Then the script resolves all the VPN server IPs, creates direct rules for those IPs and then deletes the default rule. You would have to do all this by typing commands. See that the VPN is working normally. In another tab, we will execute the ping command to send ICMP. Leave ping running, it will not stop by itself. It will only stop if the internet is no longer accessible. In the other tab, we will force the VPN to stop, as if it were a crash. A shutdown that could be executed due to failure, but we are not going to wait for the failure to happen. We are going to simulate it. VPN paralyzed. Let's wait for confirmation that the VPN has finished running. A few seconds, see, without VPN. Let's see the ping execution. See that ICMP protocols can no longer leave the network, and that is why ping stops. If it were a communication with a service that does tracking, you would not be exposed. You're safe. It is a matter of life and death in dark times. All communication will be stopped. Nothing will go from your computer to the internet, not even a VPN reconnect request. Then you will see what is happening, if it is doing something dangerous for you. And then you will decide whether or not to reconnect the VPN. To reconnect the VPN is simple. Just run the kfm command and forming the VPN project and running the no-kill script. Let's see if the internet connections are back. See that the title of the second window has already changed color, a good sign. In the second window, see that the ICMP protocols have started to leave your computer and go to the internet, normally. We already have internet to reconnect with the VPN. Let's start the VPN again with the systemctl command. It is very fast. And see that the second window is already catching our attention. Let's look at the desktop. We will see the VPN appearing in a few seconds. Look at the tunnel created, and we already have a VPN again. This was the safest way we found to kill in case of a VPN outage.